In the last episode, we talked about self-confidence. I tried to explain to you the signs or symptoms of low self-confidence. That video is just an analysis for you to know whether you have a high level of self-confidence or a low level of self-confidence. This is a brand new episode today. How to overcome low self-confidence. You are out there, you are asking yourself, how can I overcome low self-confidence? If you want to know how to do this, why not watch this video today? And this is the video you're looking for, because I'm going to give you step-by-step tips on how to overcome low self-confidence. And if you have not watched the previous episode of this video, just click up there. You will see the video card popping up. Click on it, it takes you directly to the video. Then after watching the other video, you can come back to watch this, or I can even link it in the description box, and after that you can go ahead and watch the video. I want to use this medium to welcome you to God's Throne Television. My name is Titilayo Adelani. This is another brand new episode. This channel is all about spirituality and lifestyle. I upload videos every week on how to grow spiritually and live as a better person among your friends and neighbors. And if this is the channel you're looking for, why not click the red subscribe button and press the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. And to all our old subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to God's Throne Television to check out our videos. And if you have not even watched any of our videos, this channel contains a lot of spiritual and powerful materials. Feel free to explore the channel and you will get wonderful materials that will bless your soul. So in today's video, we will talk about how to overcome low self-confidence. Overcoming low self-confidence is a journey. It's something you have to learn. I said that in the previous episode. It's something you have to learn. It's not something you acquire from your parents, not something you acquire from your father or your mother. It's something you have to learn. And the very first tip, number one tip you must do to overcome low self-confidence, the foundation of it is a radical self-acceptance. Radical self-acceptance. Many people out there don't even accept themselves for who they are. Accept yourself for who you are. You know, in our world today, many people want to be like any other person. You are not contented with your shape, your size, your complexion, the way you look, and you feel that you desire to be like someone else. And if you don't even get to that extent, you can just do anything you want to do just to be like that person you want to be. Is a sign of low self-confidence, and you must work towards it to accept yourself the way you are. It doesn't matter the kind of ability you have. You must understand that everyone is unique. We are unique in our abilities. God has created every man, every woman to be unique. Even angels in heaven are unique. Angels in heaven don't have the same abilities. Looking at the hierarchies of angels, we have the angels, we have the archangels, we have the cherubim, we have the seraphim. All these angels have different abilities for different purposes. So also we human beings on earth, we have different purposes. We have different abilities for different purposes. So it doesn't matter the kind of ability or skills you possess, you should accept the way you are. Self-love is a journey that you just need to embark on, and you start loving yourself for who you are. You could just look at yourself in the mirror, and if you find it might look so funny anyway. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are beautiful. I love you the way you are. You're talking to yourself. So by that time, you're trying to boost and improve your confidence that indeed you are unique. So it doesn't matter the abilities you have. If you look at someone else and feel that the person has more ability than you, you don't need to feel bad. You don't need to be angry or feel intimidated. Just know that you are representing your world. You are representing your world. So feel happy, like yourself, accept yourself the way you are. So the very first thing in overcoming, the very first step in overcoming low self-confidence is a radical self-acceptance. Radical self-acceptance. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept yourself for who you are. Then the next thing you must understand, have this at the back of your mind. When we were children, when you were a child, there are some things, there are some uniqueness in you that you display. A child that will love talking, a child that enjoys talking is a child that you see that will be involved in school debating. You know, anytime the school wants to go out for debates, they must actually choose this child. This child, I think you're right for the debate. And anytime for school inter-school debating, this child will be there. Now look at yourself when you were young. What are those things you enjoy doing? You know, what are those things you used to do that makes you stand out? You know, there are some child that just love sketching. They love sketching. Yes, they love sketching, and they keep sketching and sketching and sketching. And it might not look so perfect though, but at that point in time, you will know that I think there's something unique about this child. Now, what are those things you were doing when you were young? Those things you were doing as a child. Remember those things, all those things you were when you were a child. So this is a motivation. This is a pointer to tell you that you are not a waste. This is a pointer to let you understand that you are not just there. You are unique. Something is inside of you. Something great is deposited inside of you. So number one, I said, you must have a radical self-acceptance, self-love, love yourself. The next thing, remember how you were when you were a child. You know, my daughter, my first child, I noticed that she just loves writing, just writing. Sometimes what she's writing might not even make sense. But all I know is that she loves writing. So when she just pulls those things down, she just come around, this is what I'm writing now. When she brings it out, at least try to pick some sense in whatever she's writing. And that's it. So remember when you were a child, what are those things you do, and to let you understand that there is a pointer, it's a pointer that you are not useless. There's a skill inside of you. There's a great ability inside of you. So why will you allow some kind of voice inside of you to quench that spirit? Why will you allow some kind of voice, some kind of evil voice inside of you to silence you? So always remember, the next thing you must understand is that how do you want to show up in your world? How do you want to show up in your world? That is another thing you must know. How do you want to show up in your world? Remember that you are the movie star of your movie. Nobody will act it. You are the lead role of your movie. So how do you want to show up? But you must understand something. The only one script writer we have, the only producer, the only director of this movie of your life is God. And for you to understand and get your proper role is for you to go back to Him. That is when He will give you the detailed role, the detailed explanation of your role. You know, it's just like the movies we watch in our world. Those people that you call some people, okay, this is the role you'll be playing the lead role. Some people will be playing the minor role, and this kind of some people will be playing some sub-major roles. They are not major, they are not minor, but at least they still play some kind of roles in the movie. So this kind of people, once they call upon, they say, okay, you'll be playing this particular role. This is your role. This is what you're playing. And once the script is handed over to the person will go home and study the role very well, study the script very well, and study the role. Then he will try to put himself in that role, try to interpret what the role says. So that is how it is in life. As a person, you are the movie star of your life. You are the movie star of your life, and you have to act this script. Act the script that has been written down by the script writer, which is God. You have to act it. How do you want to show up? You must understand that you are the movie star, and you must act well. You must you must bring it to reality. You know, those uniqueness in you, those great ability that has been deposited in you is not for a waste. It's not there. It's not just to waste. No, it's for a purpose. So how do you want to show in your world? Then start acting fast. Another thing you must know is that be mindful of the inner critics. In the last episode of this video, I told you about inner critics. This is the word, this is the voices you keep hearing whenever you want to venture into something new or something, someone is trying to tell you that I believe in you, that inner critic will just keep telling you that you are worthless. Nothing good can come out of you. There is nothing good about you. So what is in you that can make you special? Once that voice keeps coming and it just silence you like that. And even if when you have great ideas to venture into, you just see yourself not even doing it. Why? Because of the inner critics keep telling you how worthless you are. Now, be mindful of the inner critic. It's not something that you do in a day and you stop. It has to be a continuous something. It's a battle of the mind. It's something you must do continually, something you must do every day of your life, because surely this voice will definitely raise its ugly head. So be mindful of the inner critics. Even when the word comes and tell you that you are worthless, you are the one that will grant it permission and said, okay, he said I'm worthless, okay, I accept it. So nobody can make you feel sad except you grant the permission. If you don't grant the permission, nobody will make you feel sad. Someone can just walk up to you and say, you look so horrible and dirty and senseless. You just look at the person and look at yourself. Well, you know that you are not horrible, you are not senseless. You look at yourself, well, that's your opinion. But to you, you are not horrible, you are not senseless. So you cannot accept it. At that point in time, you are not granting the permission. But in the other way around, someone walks up to you and tells you are worthless, you're stupid, you are... At that point in time, you just go home and think about it and you feel so sad. Why? Because at that time, you have granted the permission and it goes home and bother you. You go home and bother yourself and you said, why? This person said, I'm worthless. This person said, I'm useless. And you just grant the permission. So be mindful of the inner critics. Those inner critics are just there to pull you down, to prevent you from achieving greater goals in life. So be mindful of the inner critics. Be mindful of the inner critics. Whenever those voices comes, you don't grant the permission. Whenever those voices keeps telling you you are worthless, even when people tell you that I believe in you, the inner critics will tell you, don't mind them, they're just lying, there's nothing good about it. Even when you keep telling someone that, okay, I can do this thing, the inner critics will just tell you that you cannot do it, and you like, and you you go blank. So have this at the back of your mind that you must be mindful of the inner critics, because the battle of the mind, it's the battle of the mind. So it's a battle that you have to face. That is why I said self-confidence is not something you acquire. Self-confidence is something you learn. So you must learn it to make it so that you'll be able to master it. You learn it to master it. So be mindful of inner critics. Another thing you must do is that you must change all those things you need to change. Do a self-analysis. Do a self-analysis. Do a self-analysis. Analyze yourself. What are those things that you're not doing right? What are those things that you have been doing in the wrong way? Like I said in my previous videos, like that I'm a kind of person, I don't open up to people. I just keep things because I'm an extreme introvert. I don't talk to people, and I bottle a lot of things in my mind. Now, please don't get me wrong. I didn't say you should just keep telling anyone, Tom, Dick, and Harry your problems or anything. There are some mature mind out there that can handle your situation. Some people are out there that they are not mature enough. When you tell them that this is what you have gone through in the past, they are not just even mature enough to accept, to handle it. So those are not the kind of people I'm talking about, but mature minds, spiritual people that can handle it when you talk to them. So I bottle up a lot of things. If you're out there, you are in my shoes, probably you have not been opening up and you find it very difficult to just let it go. Why not look for someone to talk to? Do a self-analysis. Do a self-analysis. Change those things that need to be changed. And if you need to read more books, go ahead and read more books, because this is going to contribute to your self-confidence. Contribute and improve, boost your self-confidence. So with all those tips, if you put them into practice, I said number one, you should have a radical self-acceptance. have a radical self-acceptance. Have a radical self-acceptance. Love yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. The next one, remember who you are, how you were when you were a child. Yes, have that at the back of your mind. The next one is that how did you see your world? How did you see yourself in this world? Create it. That you are a movie star of your movie. So how did you see yourself? Say you see yourself as a great person. You see yourself as a mighty woman. You see yourself as a mighty man. You see yourself as a great career person. Why not create it and start acting it? Live that life. Then the next thing I talked about is that be mindful of the inner critics. Do not grant the inner critics permission. Do not give it a permission. Then the last one I said, do a self-analysis. Analyze yourself. What are those things that you're not doing right? What are those things that you are not doing? What are those things that you will start to do? Why not write them down? Those things I have not been doing, those things I want to do, those things I would just do to improve and add to myself. I hope all the steps, when taken into practice, will surely help you. If this video has been so helpful to you, give this video a giant thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, you have watched this video even up to this time and you are still contemplating whether to subscribe or not, why not hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button? Subscription is free. Subscribe to this channel to enjoy more juicy content on this channel. It's soul lifting content on this channel, and you'll be blessed by it. Thank you so much for stopping by on this channel. Feel free to explore the channel. There are lots of wonderful materials on this channel. And see you in my next episode. Bye for now.